All right, Sunday afternoon, I brought the dogs to the park, and then it started raining on us. So I think it's time to go. The Samba is not exactly waterproof yet. There's like a big, that's just a canvas, and it's got holes on it, so I gotta get out of here. Sorry, boys. The water brought your park adventure to an early end. Oh, wait a minute. It's kind of... it's raining. Oh, yeah, and here's the other thing. That is all the wipers that I have. I think that actually makes it worse. Eating some Mexican food at Cerrito. Oh yeah, I guess it's just food. This is not New York and Mexican food. It's just
taquitos, rice and beans.
And this right here is the asada plate.
Well, it's like shredded beef.
Alright, we're one street away from where we live. We're gonna go check out this house that just turned up for sale. It is the exact same floor plan as the one where I'm at right now. I'm just kind of curious. It's actually not overpriced like every other house in our neighborhood. I'm not particularly ready to buy a house, but
We like to look.
I'm just curious. I want to check it out. Yeah, it's fully furnished.
I don't want to go. Weird.
I know, it is. Kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Let's go. Yeah, we feel kind of funny going there. It's people live there. Yes, it is an open house, but I thought it's gonna be empty. That's a cool car. Oh, have it outside like that. All right, Monday morning. Today's vlog topic is going to be on habits. How long does it take to create a habit? The reason I'm interested in this is because right around the 55 consecutive day of creating a video, I kind of fell off the wagon. Now I'm having trouble forcing myself to shoot and edit, and I'm trying to explore the reasons as to why that is. And so that's what I'm going to try to do today. Throughout the day, I will make little time here and there to just research little facts about habit creating, and so I'm going to share those with you, and at the end then I'll get to share what I've learned throughout the day. All right, this is a new way I'm kind of exploring on how to do these. I don't know, it looks pretty good though. It looks pretty good. It doesn't look like the plate, like the picture, but it looks pretty good. Counterweight. All right. So it turns out I got a lot of orders. 6 new orders from Amazon. There's 1 order from B&H. About 7 new orders. That's what I'm doing here. All right. So let's talk about our subject today. Let's check what Google says. Apparently, Maxwell Maltz, this is a plastic surgeon in the 50s. He noticed that whenever he worked on someone, it would take around 21 days for them to get used to their new face. The same thing when he would cut someone's limb off, that they would feel there was a limb there for about 21 days and before it would start going away. And so through some observations, he wrote an article and where basically he mentioned his observations that it took around 21 days for your brain to kind of wrap around the idea that there was something different and your brain would accept it, right? So in 1960, he published that quote in his and other thoughts on behavior change in the book called Psycho-Cybernetics. Now, that book was one of the best sellers, sold more than 30 million copies. It made its way to most of these self-help gurus out there. So all the motivational speakers are somehow like to use and quote this book, in which basically they say it takes about 21 days to create a new habit. Now that has become now a myth. And the reason is, some people say that is because it's short enough to feel inspired to try to change or to create a new habit, but it's long enough to be believable. But as it turns out, there's information there that says that it's not the case, that it varies. And at the very least, Mr. or Dr. Maltz did say that it was at least a minimum of 21 days, which makes it that his observations were not wrong, but they're not fact. So the question then remains, if it's not 21 days, how long does it take to form a new habit? We will touch this subject again later on today. Now to take the picture. No. All right, so it's later in the day. I've done a bunch of work. The same article that I read today said that, well, even though it doesn't take 21 days, that's a misconception, and now it's not like a myth. In reality, there have been other studies like this one done by Philippa Lally, where she submitted a bunch of people, 96 people, on a 12-week period to do a bunch of tasks to see how fast they could create habits out of those. And so the data was all over the place. The answer or the results were that on average, it takes more than 2 months before a new behavior becomes automatic. 66 days to be exact, which is kind of interesting because I am having trouble starting from day 55. Miss one there, miss another one there. Now I'm in 60. This might be like 63. That means that I'm like 64 days from the average. And the study also showed that, well, it really goes all over the place depending on the person and depending on the task that you're doing. It could be anywhere from 66 days all the way to 266 days, right? And so no one is really, no answer, it just depends on you and the task. But the data did show that, like, failing to do it here and there a couple of times, it doesn't really have a huge effect on whether, on reaching your goal. So it is better to just pick yourself up and keep going instead of feeling like a failure and just kind of want to give up. That is what I've been trying. I've been kind of not letting it bother me too much, but I do want to be able to get to the place where, again, I feel energized enough to keep making these videos every day. And so this kind of sheds a lot of light into why that might be the thing. I might be right there where I'm in the threshold of building and making this into a habit. So maybe that's the reason why I'm struggling so much, is because where I'm about to hit the summit, I'm about to form this habit of just grabbing the camera and going and recording and making a video every day. And so once I get past that point, hopefully then I can move on and start moving from there to making even more videos. The truth is that even though I haven't been making videos during these few days, I have been working on videos. It's just like longer format videos. Yesterday this morning I was writing a script for the next video that I want to make. It's just not as satisfying when you don't actually get to hit the button and upload it. But maybe it's more satisfying because once you actually get to hit the button, it is a much more produced and a much more, a bigger project. And so a better video. And so anyways, right now it's super late now. It's 8:27 p.m. I only ate once today. I need to go get some dinner. And Crystal's gonna go with me.
The lemonade, please. The all natural.
We'll be back next week at this same time.
Rock and roll. No, what is that? No, I don't like that.